Okay, welcome. So today I want to teach you about tracking and what I do every Friday. And I think this is really important. So I'm going to give you some great examples of how I use our Perfect 12 worksheet. So if you don't have it handy, you want to make sure you print off your new consultant training packet and save that to your computer, print that out. Every month I start with a new sheet. It is what tracks my success and helps me make sure I don't miss any opportunities. So I'm going to pull this up so we can take a peek at it. So this is our Perfect 12, okay? And you're gonna notice, you're missing some, probably don't see up here where it says like faces. That's important. Every time I facial somebody, I mark that off. So each box represents 2 people. So let's take a look at the week that I had, and this is how I'm gonna write some things up, okay? So first thing I would do, I had a party last night, okay? So let me, go ahead, we're gonna apply this in here. Okay, so my party, the hostess's name was Siobhan. All right. Well, there we go. A different when I'm writing it versus typing on here. Bear with me. How do I adjust my, let me clear this. Okay, let's try this again. Siobhan was the hostess. I wonder if I can make that smaller. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm learning as we're going today, guys. So just bear with me a little bit. All right, it's gonna be a little big, but that's okay. You'll get the gist. So there's Siobhan, okay? And her party sales, so I have most everything, but I think I might get a couple of extra orders, but her party sales were $564, and that's including discounts, sales tax, that's everything, okay? So I'm gonna slide that there. Now, future number of parties booked. Now, I only got 1 party booked so far, okay? So I have work to do there. I'm going to talk to you about that, okay? And the number of career surveys booked. Well, I shared with all these girls already, but there was another girl who I really liked. So right now, and I didn't book a career survey with her, so I'm actually going to just put in 0 because I have 0, which is kind of sad for me to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you my plans, how I'm going to fix that. Okay. All right. So we have that party. Then I also had some outside orders. Okay, so we have Siobhan's party. Oh, and here's something I like to do. I just like to also just go ahead and put the number of people next to her party. So she had Siobhan, and it was Steph and Jen and Sherry, and she had 5 people there. Okay, so I just put that. That means I know that there was 5 women there. That's important for me to know. Okay, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to color in. So I was in front of 6 people, Siobhan plus 5, right? So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just check these in. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Okay, that's exciting. So I love tracking stuff. I love to check things off. It's just awesome. Okay. So first of all, and I look at this is important for me to know. A full circle party is $200 in sales. Check. Of course, it has a hostess plus 2. Check. Number of parties booked, 2. Ooh, I have 1. Okay, so where can I get that other party? And I'm missing career surveys. So I'm actually going to go back to Siobhan's list. And I have a couple people who did outside orders, and my goal is to try and book them so I can boost up Siobhan's orders or Siobhan's hostess rewards. But I also want to share with a couple of the new women who I met. So what I'm going to do is I have 0 right now, but I'm going to make a list of the 2 new people I met, and I'm going to schedule for myself to text them tomorrow and say, hey girl, I just want to follow up with you, see how you're loving your products. If you have any questions, let me know. Meantime, would you be willing to help me with a challenge? You get a free gift. and just see what they say so I can try and book them for a career survey. It may turn into nothing, it may turn into something, but I would love to be able to do that, okay? That's kind of like what I would do. And that was with the 2 or 3 new people that were there, okay? All right, now let's come to my order. So I actually have my phone here, and I'm gonna pull up my app because I track all my sales in my app, as you should too, okay? And I'm gonna pull up now how I do my $1,000 retail, okay? I'm actually gonna show you here how I do this. So where it says week 1, $1,000 retail sales per week is my goal. Should be your goal too, okay? I have 564 in party sales, but I also had a couple of outside orders. So know that this whole tracking section is just for your parties, okay? So my orders, my reorders, I have one that's $80.14. And then I have another that is $75.37. So let me write these down. Okay, so $80.14, and then $75.37. Okay, so $75.37 plus $80.14, that's $155.51. Okay, so you're gonna see this is how I do this. So down here, $155.51. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here, and then I do a slash 564, because this is for my whole week. So this is the one party I had, the 2 outside orders. Okay, and then this is so how I know all my orders are together. And for me, it's important to know how much I'm getting in reorders and how much I'm getting at parties, because I want to track both, because I also want to make sure I'm getting enough reorders as my business grows. That means I'm taking care of my customers and I'm building a solid reordering customer base. Okay, so 155.51 plus 564, so that gives me 719.51. Okay. So this is kind of what I cram in down here, okay? Like I kind of write that in so I know. All right, just so you know, I have those numbers in here. I think that's important. I wonder if I can make that folder. Okay, so that goes in there. Now, what I do off to the side over here is I do my 60-40 split. All right, and I just do 60% of our number there is 431. I just don't do the change, okay? And then, of course, that would mean my 40% of my 719 is 287. And I just write these. Again, I'm typing this here so you guys can see this, but my sheet looks like disaster, and that's okay. That's okay. Boom. Okay, so there you go. That is my budget. So I immediately will write myself a profit check for $287 once I deposit everything. Okay, now I know $431, that is, I can't spend any more than that. So if preferred customer program is coming up, if I need samples, if I'm placing my Mary Kay order, all of that stuff must add up to $431. So if it's not a time that I'm using my product, like I'm not ordering my customers, I'll go ahead and I'll just put like maybe $10 or $15 aside for my customers in like a savings. I have a savings account attached to my Mary Kay checking account. Okay, but guys, that's what I do. And then when I spend it, put my order in, boom, I cross these off. You know, I just cross them off. So, you know, did I place my order? Great. Did I pay myself my profit check? Great. Okay, and so as my weeks go, this is what it looks like I do, right? When I have my career surveys, so let me just come back up to this party, right? I'm gonna actually type in the name Tina was one that I wanted to recruit or that I wanted to share with. I didn't book one with her yet, but I'm going to put that there. So this is my reminder to book her. Okay. And then I'm also going to do the other girl that came. Let me pull that up. And that is Tara. Okay. Again, didn't book them yet, but if I don't write it down, I'm not going to make it happen. Okay. And once I hold the sharing appointment, it's yes, no, maybe. And what is their next step or their next layer? And I would fill these out. So this would be my cue that yes, I did these. Okay. And this should say week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I'm sorry, it's a typo on the PDF. Just go with it and just know that. Okay. So then that's what I go through. As I recruit somebody, I'm going to write them down here because my goal is to add 5 recruits in a month. Okay. And then over here, this is another messy area, the month to date. So total qualified parties. So I know it's just like, you know, again, I do Roman numerals. So let me just put 1 in there. Okay, 1 qualified parties. I have 3 faces so far. Okay, retail sales. Again, this is my sales for everything. So far for the month, it would be $719. Okay. Career surveys. Oh, I don't have any yet. Guest. This is guest to meeting. So I didn't have any guest to meeting yet. So I'm going to type in 0. Okay. New team members. 0 for right now. That's going to be changing. Okay. And then, of course, quarter to date wholesale towards my star. Guys, this is crucial. Are you tracking that? So, you know, if I have nothing in towards my star, right, and I place my 431 wholesale or whatever it comes to, that's what I would put there. But if I, you know, if I keep that total running from last month to this month, right, I'm always going to know what my star is. That's really important. Now, if you're not sure, I'm going to show you the report where you can find that. So I'll show you that here in a second. But this is how I track and use my perfect 12 sheet. And then this is how I track my money management. I keep it stupid simple, guys. Stupid simple. Everything is on the sheet. It's a little messy by the end of the month, but it is so worth it. And can you print more than one off? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Another thing I might do is I might flip this over to the back and just write reorders and write the customer's names down. Okay, so, but I have everything saved in the app. And then every Friday, this is what I do. So tonight, I'll be placing a $431 wholesale order, give or take. It might be a little less because I'll put some money aside for preferred customer program. Although right now I can sign customers up. So my new customers will absolutely be signed up. Okay, but that's my budget. And then I'm also making sure I take my profit. Now here's the thing, guys. If you have an inventory loan, you're gonna deposit the $287 into your personal account. Okay, but you may split that up, right? If you have an inventory loan that you're paying off, half of that, like 140, goes to pay that. The other 140 is yours to do with whatever you want. Okay. If you're a consultant who didn't come in with inventory, then you're going to take half of that 40%, right? 140, and you're going to add it to your Mary Kay order because you need to grow your inventory. Let's be realistic. You cannot sell from an empty store. If you went into Target and you didn't have products on shelves, you would probably never come back. Right? Now, again, we start out by ordering the most popular, common items that you are demoing, that you are using, and that we are booking parties for. We're not going to invest in lip primer and eye primer and lip liner if we're not holding parties with those and you're not personally using them, right? Very important to note. If you're another consultant who has her inventory in check, she's building her business, but maybe you're paying off debt or you are creating a savings account for your family. Well, then again, you're still splitting your profit. 140 is going to go towards debt payoff every month, or it's going to go towards your savings account. And then 140 is yours to do with whatever you want. It is your fun money. But truly, you need to know that 40% is your paycheck. It's what we do with it that matters most. Okay. So, and just for fun, take a look. How much time did I spend on this? Siobhan's party was like 3 hours. Let's just do the math. My reorders, let's just say it took an hour. And that's like running to the post office, coaching time, phone time. So let's just say 4 hours for the whole week. Okay. $287 divided by 4 hours. I made $71.75 an hour. Is it worth your time to work this business smart, to track your numbers, to do this appropriately? Yes, yes, it is. Okay. So make a commitment, rock your perfect 12 sheet, use it for your money management, tracking your business. See how this could be helpful? It's going to remind you what you need. I'm going to make sure I got to call and follow up with Tina and Tara. I need to get them booked. You know, it's going to show me my month to date, where I need to grow. And again, those numbers get messy. So, you know, as I grow for the month, I'm going to be erasing things and running new ones, or whiting stuff out and adding new ones, or just crossing it off, or printing a new sheet out, whatever. Just track. This is going to make your business work so much more effectively. So hope that helps. I'm excited to see what you think and how you're using your perfect 12 sheet.